Cancer, hello there my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early May 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card just to dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you this week. My guides, talk to me about Cancer here. What do you got for my friends? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's get it rocking here for Cancer, please, my gods. What do we got for my friends? Nice and quick. I always like to get this first card going. It's a good little energy tester. Okay, and it's being specific, so we're gonna wait till this card pops. There it is, thank you. So yeah, this is a card that I often see with water signs. Okay, you might have a lot on your mind. This lady has a beautiful looking hairdo right there, and we'll talk about it, but look at all the stuff she has going on there. Hopefully your mind is not in a million different places. Now, before we start pulling back the layers on that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at our friend here with her awesome hairdo. Notice that she has a lot of the creative implements all throughout her hair. There's like instruments and paintings, different art things. And once again, this is often what I see in water signs, that creativity always shines through at the very front end of a reading. So this could be spirit saying like, hey, your creativity might be bursting, might be ready to flow. Like you could be having really good ideas, or just anything that you create might turn to gold when this card shows up. However, this lady literally has a lot of stuff on her mind. So maybe a lot of you are being affected by a lot of different energies. You might have a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things on your mind. In which case, Spirit could be urging you to lean into your creativity, to let loose some of that pressure, right? Like this could be a big card about releasing some mental pressure, but generally it's good, okay? Especially for water signs. If I see this with air signs, that makes me raise an eyebrow a little bit, but we'll just put her there. I'm gonna get you some tarot cards going. Now, I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote. But yeah, let's get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Let's shuffle it up here one time for the Cancerians, my guides. What do we got for my friends? So, last week's reading. Don't get nervous about the title, but it was titled A Big Mistake. Now, that didn't mean that you were going to make a huge mistake or a mayhap, but it was in the ether that either you or someone around you could make a misjudgment, a miscalculation, take a wrong step. So whenever I see something in a reading, I always have to give it to you straight. But we're going to see what energies show up this week. As you know, these messages and energies are never set in stone. It's very fluid, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody you're connected to. But let's get you 3 cards in the upright now. Let's see what's going on for the Cancerians as we move closer and closer to Cancer season, actually. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups in position number 1. Okay, we are starting off with a little bit of a challenge card. It doesn't have to be anything treacherous, but I usually like to start off with an action card or some optimism, but we'll see what's up with that. 7 of Cups, lots of cups here, my friends. So yeah, we're gonna have to talk about all this, like this overabundance of cups. Now, if there's any sign that could take all this cup energy, it would obviously be the Cancerians, right? You're a water sign. Let's get you one more. What do we got? All right, Magician. Okay, oh, there's actually a bonus with this Magician. Okay, so there is like a metric ton of water cards in this week's spread. So we have the Magician here. Let me just get him into position. And we have the 4 of Cups as your bonus, my friend. So let's talk about this. So much water here, but let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff flowing. Now, at first glance, when I look down at this spread, obviously I mentioned it several times already, we have an overabundance of cup energy. Now, for anyone that's new to tarot, cups represent water, represent emotions, creativity. We were already speaking about that. Hopefully this just isn't overwhelming. Okay, that's the one thing that's concerning me here, but let's break them down one by one. Position number 1, 5 of Cups. This card is generally called the River of Tears. Now, I always say these energies are on a spectrum. This could be something very minor, like feeling gloomy, feeling a little downtrodden, like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, or this could be like very much like sadness, crying, broken heart for whatever reason. So hopefully you're not down in the dumps about something. This could be somebody hurting, right? Sometimes, depending on the clarifier, it could be someone who's upset. So we want to see what shows up when we clarify it. Now, all cards are a double-edged sword. The positive of this card, aside from the messages we were already talking about, the challenges, the positives of this is that this person still has full cups, right? This is something where a person still has a silver lining, still has blessings to look towards. So we're just going to place that right there, and we're going to keep pressing forward through the reading, because right after we got even more cups showing up. We got the 7 of Cups in position number 2, very similar to that Oracle card we were seeing. Now, this could be a card of options. This could be a card of choices, different paths you could go down. So this could be very good, especially next to the Magician here. You might have more options or choices than you think, or possible outcomes to situations. But this is also a very daydreamy, thought-based type of energy, especially with the 4 of Cups sitting right over there. A lot of you really might be in your head about something or in your feelings. Could be someone you're linked to that's in their feelings here as well. But I generally like to look at the optimistic side of this card. But yes, it can be someone daydreaming quite a bit, whether thinking of you or you might be thinking of somebody else. It all depends. Okay, now I feel like it all links back to this very first card, like somebody, lots of cups, lots of things on their mind. So try not to get too overwhelmed in this time, because that could definitely be a possibility with what we're seeing so far, like all this emotion, all these cups, all these energies. Now moving to the very back end here, we do have the Magician. So this is a huge card of creation. This is a card of manifesting. So I love seeing it next to the 7 of Cups, because this tells me that, listen, your powers of creation could be top notch, like really up there. Like what you think about, you could bring forth your powers of creation. Like you should claim this Magician energy for sure. Now the challenges with this Magician, it could represent control issues. So there might be someone around you who has issues with control in some form or fashion. This is a card that taps into spirituality, very similar to the High Priestess. Just watch out for, like, I don't want to go too far off the deep end here, but in its challenge, it could be somebody embracing the darker side of spirituality. We're not even going to go there, right, until we look at clarifiers. But this could all be about deciding, like, where you want to go, what you want to do, and creating that life that you want. Now, as a bonus card right here on the back end, we have the 4 of Cups, very similar to the 7 of Cups. These are very daydreaming types of cards. So we're seeing it over and over, whether it's just your energy or you and somebody else. There might be a lot of overthinking. There might be a lot of thought, tons of feelings here with all this cup energy. However, this one also has a silver lining. Spirit is offering this cup. So there are upsides regardless to all the challenges we have here, because there could be some hurdles, but I want to dive deeper on all the Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get one good shuffle here, reset this deck for you. Let's see what we could get from my Cancerians, please, my guides. What do we got going on? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 5 of Cups. Let's see what that's about. Okay. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Cancer, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 5 of Cups time. What's it doing here? Why is that 5 of Cups here? Thank you. Okay, yeah. Either somebody could be upset or angry with you, or vice versa, right? There could be somebody that really gets under your skin. Okay, that's intuitively what I'm feeling here. We have the Chariot underneath the 5 of Cups. I'm getting several messages here. That is the card that represents you in the tarot deck. Seeing it in the upright. So just watch out in the coming days and weeks. You might feel a little more gloomy than normal. Like you might be a little under the weather. But the intuitive vibe I was catching here mainly is that there could be somebody that you are upset, angry, or mad at. Or vice versa. Maybe there's someone that's a little upset with you for whatever reason. Okay, it doesn't mean it's insurmountable energy, but it's there. Another thing I'm picking up here, a lot of you could make a conscious decision to move towards the lighter energies, because remember, this is a card of action, movement, determination. So you might be determined to overcome tough feelings, to overcome a struggle of some sort, okay? Because the Chariot is all about forward momentum. It's like, all right, I'm not going to let this hold me back. I'm not going to let this hold me down. So I would say that's a good thing. I feel like it's a mixture of both. So do with that what you will, Cancer. We're going to keep moving. I don't want to muddy up the message here. I feel like it's very straightforward, one or the other or both. So let's go in on that Seven of Cups. We'll talk about it more during the recap. So why is this Seven of Cups here for Cancer, please? Let's see what these options and things are. Yeah, a lot of you might need some sort of vacation, break, rest of some sort. We have the Four of Swords underneath the Seven of Cups. Whether it is time to step back and really look at options, look at paths, some of you might really need to do that. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you have a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, you might need to take a step back to really analyze and assess where you're at or what you want to do, where you want to go. But initially what I was feeling here with the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, like don't let your mind send you into paralysis. You know, sometimes where you have so much on your mind, so much on your plate, so much you need to do that it kind of like makes you say, all right, well, I don't want to, like, there's so much I need to do. I just need to take a break. Okay. Cause that could be it for some of you. Some of you might literally need some time to rest and rejuvenate. Okay. We have a lot of cards that are dream connected, sleep connected. I'm feeling it here. So if you've been under a lot of pressure, emotional pressure, mental pressure, whatever it might be, I would really urge you to plan some time for yourself, take care of yourself, self-care. Like that is big here with this alignment, you know, regenerative. That's like a big thing I'm feeling with this under the Seven of Cups. Okay, either time to decide or pick a path or just time to rejuvenate. Okay, we're going to keep moving. It could be a time for healing for sure. We're going to see what's up with the Magician. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. Interesting reading this week. Okay, like it could be various different things. Let's see what's up with that Magician. Why is that Magician here for Cancer, please? Okay, thank you. Strength, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, moving forward with strength, determination coming out on top for a portion of you. This could be a Leo that you're connected to when the Strength card is in the upright. Usually this is inner strength, strength of character, determination, and we've been seeing little hints of that here. For another portion of you, I just want to say this, in Leo season, which is very close to Cancer season, there might be some sort of big event or big manifestation rolling in for you guys, so maybe mark that down on the calendar that I'm predicting that. I don't always make big like predictions that are off into the future, but I could see that here. But when I see strength, I see somebody overcoming. I see somebody triumphing. If you have the determination to continue or push through something, see something through, there are rewards and abundance to be had, but you do need to take care of yourself here. I do get the energy of somebody winning in the end when I see this Strength card under the Magician. Either a payoff in the end or a triumph of some sort, which is good, especially when we have a mixed bag reading with different things coming through. Let's just put it down here. We're going to go through and do a quick little recap because I feel like we got a lot going on here this week, Cancer. So if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Five of Cups with the Chariot. So some of you might be a little gloomy, a little sad or upset in this time, but the main two things I was feeling is you might be angry, mad, upset at somebody, or someone might just be feeling that way towards you, one or the other. But another vibe I'm getting here is somebody saying like, listen, I'm not going to let these feelings drag me down or hold me down. I'm going to keep pushing through, which is a good thing. Now, as we move to the center, we have the Seven of Cups with the Four of Swords in the upright. We have lots of dreamy, sleep-connected cards in this week's spread. For some of you, like, you might need to take a step back to reassess, like really plan. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? If you're feeling overwhelmed or if you've been going through it and a lot of things and situations are popping up, Spirit might be asking you to like, hey, take a rest, take a vacation, take care of yourself. Moving to the very back end, we have the Magician with the Strength card in the upright. This is a beautiful energy here on the back. I did make a small prediction that for a lot of Cancerians, something big could go down in Leo season, so just mark that on your calendars. But aside from that, I was feeling that there is some sort of triumph to be had or overcoming, like a payoff. Like if you're going through situations and struggles and whatever it might be, in the end, at the end of the day, if you keep pushing and stay on track, there is a lot of abundance to be had. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Let's just see what's in the shadows. We're going to shuffle it up one time. Interesting reading, right? It's like we had a little bit of everything this week, but yeah, I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. It's one of my favorite decks for shadow work. We're just going to see what's in the shadows here for Cancer, please. Okay. Whether it's a shadow within yourself or something you don't quite see right now. It's always nice to take a look at the end of a spread. So what's in the shadows for Cancer? Thank you. Okay, justice, karmic energy. And I've been seeing that for a lot of signs in recent weeks. The karmic energy has been overflowing. Watch out for legal situations in this time. Watch out for contractual situations or things in this time as well when this shows up, right? Because justice can be represented by all of that. Now, this card can also represent decisions and choices, but it is my biggest karmic card. If you're not connected to a Libra, which can be the sign that's connected to justice, Spirit might be trying to remind you that you're going through a natural cycle of life for whatever reason, whatever it is you might be going through. We all go through the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the darks and the lights. Okay. For some of you, maybe this is somebody you're connected to that is going to experience some sort of karmic test or karmic dose of some sort. So just keep these things in mind. Not necessarily a bad or a scary card. It is a card that could be of balance too. But watch out for legal and contractual things. But yeah, Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the April subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air signs. But for the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. Once again, we're going right back to it because it's gorgeous. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one spoke to you the most. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of May, I will pick the 2 winners at random, as always, my friends. Much love to you, and I'll see you next time.